Upon arrival at the CCA, you'll split into two-person buddy teams and determine who will be Buddy 1 and Buddy 2. Next, enter the boot wash tray and decontaminate your overboots using the provided brush. Make sure to brush down and into the tray you are standing in. Upon completion, exit the boot wash tray. Use a towelette to decontaminate your gloves and discard the towelette into the appropriate waste container. You will now enter the holding misting station. The purpose of the station is to lightly mist the external surface of your protective clothing and equipment. After entering the misting station, you will lift your arms and slowly turn completely around for a minimum of 30 seconds. Now drop your arms and turn around again for a minimum of 30 seconds. Upon completion of both rotations, exit the misting station and proceed to the initial decontamination station. While at the initial decontamination station, make sure to apply constant pressure to the mask while dusting the protective mask. A break in the seal of the mask can permit transfer to any exposed skin or your respiratory tract that can lead to both sickness and death. Buddy number 1 will assist Buddy number 2 in completing the following from start to finish. Buddy number 2 will then repeat the steps for Buddy number 1. Ensure you have dry hands or use cutting tool to open M295 package. Using the M295, thoroughly pat down all exterior surfaces and equipment of your buddy. Pay close attention to gloves, hood, filter, and mask, as well as any creases or folds in the suit where contamination could get trapped. Ensure you are using 2 mitts per buddy. Discard all M295s in the provided waste container. When finished, proceed to the external equipment removal station. Take great care when doffing items at the external equipment removal station. Do not remove the mask or any protective clothing. Hazard transfer to exposed skin and/or the respiratory tract can lead to sickness or death. Buddy number 1 will assist Buddy number 2 in completing steps 1 through 8 from start to finish. Buddy number 2 will then repeat the same steps for Buddy number 1. Remove all external items other than the protective mask, hood, and clothing. Items to remove include helmet, vest, canteens, web gear, mask carrier, body armor, cold, wet weather gear, and other non-essential items. Place items on the provided racks. Do not let previously decontaminated equipment touch the ground. Empty all your pockets and place all articles in small trash bag. Bag is given to the station attendant for further processing. Both personnel decontaminate gloves with a bleached towelette and discard the towelette in waste container. Once all procedures are complete, proceed to the mask wash station. Buddy number 1 will assist Buddy number 2 in completing steps 1 through 6 from start to finish. Ensure you apply constant pressure to mask by pressing on the voice emitter while washing the protective mask and hood. Face your buddy and apply pressure to front of mask. Wipe all exposed areas of the protective mask while holding the hood in place of the forehead. Paying close attention to crevices, seams, and hard-to-reach areas of the hood and mask. Discard towelette in waste container. Spray mask, beard, and hood with sprayer and wash again with towelette. Discard towelette in appropriate waste container. Decontaminate your gloves and discard the towelette in waste container. Now repeat all the steps for Buddy number 2. Once all steps are complete, proceed to boot wash tray and decon your overboots, then continue over to the overboot removal station. Upon arrival at the overboot removal station, both personnel will sit down at any available bench or pair of chairs. After sitting down, both personnel will undo both sets of pant leg straps and all their overboots fasteners. Buddy number 1 will raise their closest leg to center of bench or chair and rest it on bench as Buddy number 2 removes the overboot and drops it into the appropriate container. Once their overboot is removed, Buddy number 1 will place their combat boot on the clean side of bench or chair. Buddy number 2 will complete same procedures until both individuals have one boot on the clean side of their seat. Using the same alternating system, remove the other overboot in the same manner so both individuals have both feet on clean side of their seat. Wipe down bench or chair and discard towelette in the designated waste container. Both personnel will then decon their gloves and discard the towelettes in the same waste container. Upon completion, they will proceed to the protective overgarment removal station. The next step in the CCA process is the removal of the protective overgarment, which includes the jacket and the trousers. At this station, Buddy 1 will assist Buddy throughout the entire process. First, your buddy can help you unsnap and untie the elastic retention cord on the jacket, as well as unzip and undo all fasteners on the front of the jacket, the sleeves, and the hood. Next, you will use the coat as a cover and find the suspender buckles on the pants and undo them. After this is done, you will turn around and face away from your buddy while making a fist and extending your arms behind you. Your buddy must then pull your jacket down and away from your shoulders, removing each arm from the sleeves. If your gloves come off during this step, do not proceed until new gloves are put back on your hands. Ensure you discard the jacket in the designated contaminated waste container. After discarding the jacket, both you and your partner need to decontaminate your gloves using the hand troughs. Next, you must remove your trousers. Your buddy can once again help you unfasten the waistband and the front fly closure. Using the grips for balance, your buddy may now lower the trousers to your knees and remove each leg one at a time from the trousers while you extend your leg towards them. During this process, at no time can any part of you or your buddy, other than your boots and gloves, come into contact with the ground. Once the trousers have been removed, you must also discard them in the contaminated waste container. Both you and your buddy must use the hand troughs again to rinse off your gloves before moving on to the next station. You will now be moving into the blue zone, where you will begin with glove removal. The glove removal is the second to last station of the CCA process, and it is important to keep in mind that you do not want to come in contact with the outside of your rubber gloves with unprotected hands. Work the rubber gloves off of your hands simultaneously by working each of your fingers out until the gloves are only halfway on your hands. Once you have done so, you can flick both gloves off at the same time into the contaminated waste container. Before you are able to take off your mask, you must be monitored for measurable levels of contamination to ensure that it is truly safe for you to take it off. The CCA attendants will be using a JCAD, which is a point source chemical detector, to monitor for detectable levels of contamination that may still be on you. While they monitor you, you must face the attendant with your back to the wind, spread your legs, and hold your arms out to the side with your palms facing up. If the attendant gets readings that are equal to or greater than the acceptable established levels, you will be escorted over to the uniform undergarment removal area, where you will perform additional decontamination procedures as required. If you are monitored and the readings are less than the acceptable established levels, you will be cleared to continue with the mask removal procedures. Once you have been directed to do so, apply pressure to your mask and hold it to your face while the attendant loosens the neck straps. After the straps have been sufficiently loosened, the mask can be removed and placed on the mask rack. Congratulations, you have survived the CCA.